Hey everybody, and welcome to another ArmA 3 mod video. Today is going to be a showcase video of the Benefactors mod made by Webknight. This is a Half-Life 2 based mod, and of course in the past we've already had a Half-Life 2 mod for ArmA 3, but basically this mod made by Webknight is the definitive mod experience for Half-Life 2 because it adds so many awesome new units. You can already see in the background a Strider over here, and even some aliens over here as well, but it actually complements also the pre-existing Half-Life 2 mod as well, because some of the vehicles and units in there are not available here, so together you actually also require that old mod to play this. So those two mods combined make for probably the best Half-Life 2 experience in another game besides Half-Life 2. So today we're just going to take a look at the characters, and then we're going to do a small battle with some of the basic characters, and then I hope to maybe do a mini-series or something with this mod. Not going to be too many episodes, but I definitely would like to do something like the war or the invasion of the Combine on Earth when that happens. But without further ado, let's actually take a look at the characters. So what's really cool is many of these units I actually do recognize from the game, but some of the characters I also don't recognize. Like, for example, this one. You can actually see that for the baseline of this character, it actually uses the ArmA 3 units, so maybe there has been some creative freedom being brought in here. It's the same with this one. The body of this is actually just a regular ArmA 3 tunic over here. But, of course, we have silver protection, and we have multiple versions. We have the one with the classic pistol, we have the one with the SMG. Again, all the units and the details look great. Again, if you zoom all the way in, you can even read what is on the rifle. And we also have the one with the stun baton. Now, Webknight also made a melee system that works in ArmA 3, and you also require that for this mod. And basically, units will be able to use the baton even if they are AI. Here we got the Elite Soldier. And these are the grunts that, of course, are modeled after the ones we know from Half-Life Alyx. You can actually also see that by the weapons. And again, just the detail on the weapons. Again, if you zoom in, you can see the code. If you zoom in on the eyes, you can see the pattern over there. So beautifully, beautifully detailed. Really, really good. And there are many types and many variations. Again, this is like the heavy that you know from Half-Life Alyx. And I cannot wait to make scenarios and make videos using these awesome units. Now over here we're going to actually see the Resistance. Chances are high that we are going to be playing as the Resistance. I find the Combine cooler, but since this game is first person, usually it is better from a creative standpoint to actually play as the more boring unit, so that the units that you are looking at, namely the enemies you'll be shooting, are the cooler ones. But here's really what intrigues me, and those are the aliens. So we actually have head crabs. Now, I think the other mod also had head crabs, and this is a different model, so using both will be very cool. Here we actually got some of the zombies, and even one that is Zen-infected. And I could not find anyone that has the white coat, so that looks like the Half-Life zombies from Half-Life 2. These ones are more similar to Half-Life Alyx. But again, I believe in the older mod that's already released for ArmA 3, you can actually get that. Here's something very cool, Antlions and Antlion Guardian. The Antlion is obviously based on the Antlion model from Half-Life Alyx. Again, beautifully detailed. If you look here, you can even see, this is how they will devour you if they get you. But what's interesting is because this was from Half-Life Alyx and this was from Half-Life 2, the Guardian is actually less detailed than the Antlion. This is also very cool. We got a bull squid. Now, I don't remember seeing this in Half-Life 2. Maybe, I'm not too sure. There's that scene at the end of Half-Life 2, like the vanilla game, where you are in the Citadel and you see all the other aliens that the Combine have captured. And this one they might be from the Black Mesa, or modeled after the Black Mesa mod that they made, or the standalone game. But really, honestly, what everybody is so excited about for this mod is this over here. Actually, this is the Elite Synth. I'm not too sure. I don't remember this from the game, so please remind me in what section you actually get to see this this creature. But here we, of course, have Hunters from Episode 2. And I will tell you this, and again, we'll do a small battle at the end of this video, but the animations look all natural. See, that's the big thing, is that getting the models in ArmA 3 is one thing, but then making them actually move naturally is another thing. And the Strider, I can also tell you, moves just like the game. There's nothing wonky, nothing weird about the animation. I believe that Web Knight is one of the most talented mod makers for ArmA 3 ever. It is incredible what this person has done and achieved. And it's just insane. You can also play as the Strider, and that feels very natural, very powerful. The only thing that is worth mentioning with the Strider is that the AI, if you put this in a scenario, the enemy AI will not recognize it as like a tank or an armor unit, so the AI will not actually use RPGs and rockets to take it down. Meaning that if you place this against AI, they probably won't be able to kill it. Like, even if you have a tank at the opposite team, since they won't see the Strider as an anti-tank unit or like a tank unit or an armor unit, they won't fire at it. Meaning that if you have a Strider in your scenario and you want to take it down with rockets, you are really dependent on you and other players. You know, players who can just use a rocket whenever they want. So that is it for the units. Here we actually got some other buildings. I put a Strider here to kind of, you know, check the scale of it. Having these buildings is a really cool addition as well to create that Half-Life 2 scenario. There are some really cool Half-Life 2 scenarios for ArmA 3 out there. The Paramedic, who is a friend of the channel, actually made some really awesome Half-Life 2 missions back in the day. He actually even remade some of the Half-Life 2 missions for ArmA 3, but I couldn't find them. I think he deleted them, and I'm not sure why, because they were some of the most awesome single-player, story-driven content I'd seen. We got some boats here that is for the Wasteland. We have some common architecture as well, that if you actually get up close, the textures are not that great, so they really are more for background clutter, and if you kind of make it foggy, it'll kind of seem ominous and cool. Here we actually got some Zen flora, for if you actually want to make it alien. And this is the coolest thing about it. This is actually an infested body that on alone looks maybe a little weird, but here I actually put one against the wall, and then it actually looks very natural. It's a little bit glitchy with the grass and everything, but look, it looks absolutely awesome. You could also use this particular model in other scenarios where, for example, if you make a horror mission or a mission based on The Thing, looking at you, Phantom, you know, you can do some awesome stuff with that. It even reminds me kind of like how the fungi people look once they're infected in The Last of Us. I actually would love to see a scenario made by Phantom with this, because there are so many different enemies or different units available that the variety in the scenarios you can make, or even during one single story mission, can be really great. But that's pretty much it on showcasing what this new mission or this new mod has to offer. As I said, I'm going to do a basic battle, just some standard units, and I'm going to showcase the Hunter and the Strider, and then hopefully I will, in the near future, we'll start that new mini-series, and then we will get a better look at some of the more detailed or varied units in multiple scenarios. So without further ado, let's start the battle. Alright, here we are, playing as the Combine, again for this scenario, and here we actually get a good look at how the Strider moves. Oh, people are throwing grenades my way. You can see they even have the awesome sound that happens when it moves. Oh, there goes the Hunter. Again, movement is as natural as can be. This is incredible. Another very talented mod maker called Max Joyner made a Dinosaur Mod for ArmA 3, which is also very cool. Look, it even goes... Oh, it goes over the bridge! But, the thing with that mod, the Dinosaur Mod, was... It's very loud, though. The thing with the Dinosaur Mod is that the movements were a little bit derpy, and I wonder if they can collaborate to where Web Knight maybe can make the animations of the dinosaurs really good. Because, like I said, getting the models in ArmA 3 is one thing, but having the animations be as natural to how a Strider moves as this is just insane. We are fighting rebels, by the way. They're on the other side of this city. I think most of them are actually being killed by the Strider itself. Stay dead! Wow, that's actually very cool. I didn't even realize that. They're so... They have some comments there as well. I also don't know if you notice this. Again, the Strider's very loud, but they actually have some combine chatter as well. So audio-wise, this mod is also incredible. This mod is just... It's so impressive how far we've come with mods for ArmA 3. You can also see that... Enemy down. Very cool, actually. That the armor system is very interesting. You can also see that I have armor, for example. My armor is down at the moment. But it means that it makes battles a little bit longer, which for some people can be good, for others it cannot be... that's something they might dislike. But the animations for being hit are very nice. Oh, actually, now I am actually hurt. I cannot heal. Kind of hoping to actually get killed here so that I can switch to another character. Come on. There we go. And even again, the radio, the combine radio that goes off when it goes. Let's be actually a grunt. Also 0 armor. Now this one is actually part of a squad, so you can actually see here that the UI for that is changed as well. Very, very cool. Again, what a mod. And it's very cool because Web Knight has already made itself famous with the mods he did for like Warhammer. I think he's done some Star Wars stuff, but not a whole lot with Star Wars. But it's very awesome to see that talent also be put in mods with other settings. Again, one thing I love about ArmA 3 is just how many different mods or settings you can do. You know, do you want a World War II scenario? You can do that. Do you want a Vietnam War scenario? You can do that. Do you want to go crazy and like an alien invasion? You can do that. Do you want dinosaurs? You can do that. Again, and there's almost nothing that cannot be done with ArmA 3. Like the fact that we can have Striders, dinosaurs, and like things that are not just... There's nothing in ArmA 3 vanilla that acts and behaves like it. So the fact that we have that is just incredible. But yeah, basically, people have stopped firing. I think the battle has won. I hope this was a good showcase of what this mod has to offer. As I said, I would love to do a mini-series of this. I hope you guys are excited about that as well. So thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.